So listen, right? Jasmine.
She do. Let me tell you what happened. She said when you talk to her, she said you rocking with the bosses and da-da-da. So she was like, yeah, Yandy need to stay in her place because he's sitting at the bar. He's at my bar. Meaning, he said,
at bar?
I didn't know it was her bar.
I didn't know anything about this until my husband called me over. I just feel like with Mandeecees, not wearing your ring opens up the door for so many assumptions and so many comments. Stop putting me in these positions, buy a new ring. Or put the ring on that you already have.
I never met her, right? I never said one word to her, let alone two. If I said one word, it's the drink that I want.
Yeah. All right, let's go enjoy the...
That's my household in the shambles, so bro, trust me, I ain't...
Bro, you gotta get it right. Please get it right.
No, I'm on it. I ain't...
This is hurting my heart.
It hurts mine too.
Love and hip-hop Atlanta. The shocking betrayal that rocked the room. Atlanta's lights blazed brilliantly that night, but what unfolded inside a fancy midtown restaurant stole the spotlight from the breathtaking skyline. Drama was brewing, and the Love and hip-hop Atlanta crew had no idea that the night would explode with a revelation that would leave everyone speechless. Tensions simmered beneath the surface as they gathered for what was meant to be a calm, friendly dinner. But one man at that table knew the truth, and he was done keeping his mouth shut. Sitting there, his mind racing, Kirk Frost surveyed the room. His wife, Rashida, along with Yandy Smith and the rest of the crew, was unaware of the storm about to hit. But Kirk, he wasn't really in that room. His mind was somewhere else. For weeks, he had been hearing whispers, rumors about Mandeecees Harris and Jasmine Blue. Two names that always brought trouble. And Kirk, he had finally seen enough. He had held his tongue long enough while lies and secrets swirled around. But not tonight. Mandeecees, the smooth-talking businessman, the ladies' man, was known for his charm. But Kirk had noticed something off, something undeniable. Jasmine, the fiery ex-girlfriend, had never been shy about her feelings for him. But it wasn't just old emotions that made Kirk uneasy, it was the undeniable tension between them. A tension everyone had been trying to ignore. Tonight, that changed, and the biggest shock? Yandy, Mandeecees' current partner, had no idea what had been happening right in front of her. As the group laughed and exchanged small talk over dinner, Kirk couldn't focus. The truth was burning inside him. He had seen Mandeecees and Jasmine meeting in secret, their connection far deeper than just an innocent conversation. The weight of hiding the truth became too much. With a sharp exhale, Kirk pushed his plate away, leaned back in his chair, and looked around the table. The room fell silent. Conversations died mid-sentence. Every pair of eyes slowly turned toward him. And then, in a low, firm voice, he said the words that would shake the entire night. "I can't sit here and let this go on any longer." His words sliced through the air like a knife. Yandy, sipping her wine casually, suddenly froze. Her eyes snapped up to Kirk, confusion flashing across her face. "Kirk, what are you talking about?" she asked, her voice calm but laced with unease. Kirk's gaze shifted, straight to Mandeecees and Jasmine, seated across from each other. Just moments ago, they had been whispering quietly, but now, they stiffened, realizing what was about to happen. The tension in the room hit its peak. Kirk leaned forward, his voice even but heavy with truth. "I think it's time Yandy finds out the reality." Yandy's face drained of color. "Finds out what?" she demanded, her tone rising. Kirk didn't blink. "About Mandeecees and Jasmine. The secret they've been keeping from you." A heavy silence settled over the room. Yandy's chair scraped loudly against the floor as she stood up, her hands gripping the table. Her eyes locked onto Mandeecees. "What is he talking about?" she demanded. Mandeecees didn't answer. Jasmine shifted uncomfortably. And at that moment, the truth was about to explode.
Listen, right? Jasmine.
She do. Let me tell you what happened. She said when you talk to her, she said you rocking with the Frosties and da-da-da. So she was like, yeah, Yandy need to stay in her place because he's sitting at the bar. Like he's at my bar. Meaning, he said,
at the bar?
I didn't know it was her bar.
I didn't know anything about this until my husband called me over. I just feel like with Mandeecees, not wearing your ring opens up the door for so many assumptions and so many comments. Stop putting me in these positions, buy a new ring. Or put the ring on that you already have.
I never met her, right? I never said one word to her, let alone two. If I said one word, it's the drink that I want.
Yeah. All right, let's go enjoy the...
That's my household in the shambles, so bro, trust me, I ain't...
Bro, you gotta get it right. Please get it right.
No, I'm on it. I ain't...
This is hurting my heart.
It hurts mine too.
Mandeecees sat stone-faced, his expression unreadable. But in his eyes, a flicker of panic. He shifted uneasily in his chair, his silence screaming louder than words. But Jasmine, she wasn't about to stay quiet. She snapped forward, her eyes blazing with fury. Kirk, you're just stirring up drama for no reason. What the hell are you even talking about? Her voice dripped with anger, but Kirk wasn't backing down. He had seen too much. He leaned in, his voice razor sharp. You think I'm making this up? You think I don't know what's been going on behind the scenes? His eyes burned into hers. I've seen the way you two act, how you move when you think no one's watching. Yandy sat frozen, her wide eyes darting between them. Sneaking around, meeting in secret. Her breath hitched. Her shock morphed into something else, disbelief. Her voice came out barely above a whisper, but it carried the weight of betrayal. Is this true? The words hung in the air, heavy and suffocating. She had been through hell already. This was the last thing she ever expected.
So listen, right? Jasmine,
Let me tell you what happened. She said when you talked to her, she said you rocking with the Frosties and da-da-da. So she was like, yeah, Yandy need to stay in her place because he sit at the bar. He was at my bar. Meaning, he said,
I didn't know it was a bar.
I didn't know anything about this until my husband called me over. I just feel like with Mandeecees, not wearing your ring opens up the door for so many assumptions and so many comments. Stop putting me in these positions. Buy a new ring. Or put the ring on that you already have.
I never met her, right? I never said one word to her, let alone two. If I said one word, it's the drink that I want.
All right, let's go enjoy the
that my household in a shambles, so bro, trust me, I ain't.
Bro, you gotta get it right. Please get it right.
No, I'm on it. I ain't even need it.
It's hurting my heart.
It hurts mine too.
A heavy silence filled the room, stretching for what felt like an eternity. Then, finally, Mandeecees spoke. But the moment the words left his mouth, they felt like a betrayal. Yandy, it's complicated, he muttered, running a hand through his hair. It's not what you think. But Yandy Smith wasn't having it. Her voice cut through the tension like a blade. It can't be complicated, Mandeecees. After everything we've been through, after everything we've built. She stopped herself, shaking her head, the pain twisting her expression. Then her gaze snapped to Jasmine Blue, whose burning eyes reflected a mix of hurt and rage. For a brief moment, it felt like everything was seconds away from completely falling apart. But Kirk Frost? He wasn't done. He had seen the cracks in Mandeecees and Jasmine's facade for months, and tonight, he was going to burn it all down. His voice was thick with disgust as he leaned forward. You think I didn't see the late-night text messages, the sneaky glances, the way you two have been creeping around behind closed doors? He shook his head. Yandy has been over here thinking everything was fine, when in reality, she was the only one in the dark. Yandy froze, her breath catching in her throat. Then, in a voice barely above a whisper, she asked the question that no one wanted to answer. How long? She looked straight into Mandeecees' eyes, and for the first time that night, he broke. The shame was written all over his face. It's not what you think, he stammered, his voice small, almost apologetic. But that wasn't enough. Jasmine, who had been silent for too long, suddenly snapped. Her frustration boiled over as she shot Mandeecees a sharp glare. Don't put this on me, Mandeecees, she spat. Don't act like you weren't the one chasing me. And just like that, chaos erupted. Voices clashed, emotions exploded, and the room descended into pure anarchy. Yandy turned away, tears brimming in her eyes, unable to even look at Mandeecees anymore. And Kirk, his job was done. He had shattered the illusion, ripped apart the carefully constructed lie, and left Yandy standing in the ruins of what she once believed was her relationship. The truth hurt. But tonight, it was the only thing that mattered.
So listen, right? Jasmine.
Let me tell you what happened. She said when you talked to her, she said you rocking with the Frosties and da-da-da. So she was like, yeah, Yandy need to stay in her place because he sit at the bar. He was at my bar. Meaning, he said,
At the bar?
I didn't know it was a bar.
I didn't know anything about this until my husband called me over. I just feel like with Mandeecees,